practices when games became wars and wars were played like games. A young boy was found in deep meditation in a quaint village in South India known as Ravi Shankar. He would say, "I have family everywhere. People are waiting for me." He astonished his teachers by reciting the Bhagavad Gita at a tender age of 4. With his education in Vedic literature and physics and his deep and profound knowledge of the spiritual world, he became one of the most prominent sages of the modern world. All through his life, he has been reviving ancient knowledge and creating tools and techniques that have benefited millions across the globe in living a deeper and a more joyous life. In 1981, the Art of Living was established by Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. Nurtured by his care and contribution, the Art of Living has rapidly grown across 184 countries, reaching over millions of people. One of Gurudev's most unique offerings to the world is the Sudarshan Kriya, a powerful breathing technique that facilitates physical, mental, emotional, and social well-being. He has designed 57 exclusive courses that empower individuals and cater to the needs of a wide spectrum of institutions in the society. Back then, Gurudev started the Art of Living service projects by taking responsibility of reviving a sinking school which had no funds. Today, his intention has manifested in over 1,096 free schools, which provides education and food to more than 82,000 children in rural and tribal parts of India. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the Art of Living Foundation pioneered the I Stand With Humanity initiative, providing more than 80 million meals to the daily wage earners in over 170 cities across India. The service initiative during the pandemic included the distribution of 6,000 tons of food to 5 million families. It helped set up 7 COVID care hospitals and provided with over 200,000 PPE kits. Trauma relief programs were also conducted for more than 1 million migrant laborers and COVID warriors to bring mental relief. To combat the fear, stress, and anxiety during such times, Gurudev launched the World Meditates campaign and also personally conducted online guided meditations twice daily, touching the lives of millions by bringing solace and keeping the hope alive. The Russian-Ukraine war created a surge of unrest around the world. In such regions of war, the Art of Living and IAHV shouldered the responsibility of housing the refugees and giving them hope.
A lot of noise and bombs, and we were very scary. In here, Art of Living helped me to find some place to sleep.
My son is very happy now here.
People here are very kind. They love us. It's our new home. It's really here.
Within 1 hour, 300 students they ate and 300 students they got the beddings to sleep.
The Art of Living, they are providing such a good food and accommodation. I really thank from my core of heart.
They are treating us like their own child.
The magnitude of work included relief support in 9 countries, 32,617 meals being provided, 5,875 people were housed, 9,023 helpline calls were answered, 11,200 medical kits and 60,000 euros worth of medicines were distributed. 22,342 mental counseling sessions were conducted. 2,183 volunteers were on ground working tirelessly. Also, Gurudev himself visited Poland in 2022, instilling the message of peace and love.
I stand for peace. So you're all right? I stand for peace! Let's all stand for peace.
From childhood, Gurudev had immense faith in the principle of non-violence. With escalating violence and conflict in the world, Gurudev has brought peace in situations where war seemed like the only solution. thousands of militants and Naxalites laid down their weapons and chose meditation in the northeast and other parts of India.
এই সংগ্ৰামখনত আমি সফল হ'ব নোৱাৰিলোঁ। লাষ্টত গম পালোঁ যে সশস্ত্ৰ সংগ্ৰামৰ জৰিয়তে আমি জাতীয় মুক্তি সংগ্ৰামত জয়ী হ'ব নোৱাৰিম।
His efforts include bringing an end to a 52-year-old fierce conflict between the FARC and the Colombian government.
Ojalá podamos los colombianos abrazar pronto el principio gandiano de la no violencia. Coincidimos con el maestro Shankar.
Gurudev has visited Iraq several times and addressed peace conferences to bring respite to the nation and its citizens. He has hosted a series of trust-enhancing interventions in Jammu and Kashmir, providing all the stakeholders to voice their opinions in an effort to restore peace in the valley.
I was named Muhammad, but after becoming a militant, I was called Khalid. We had been taught to operate guns, arms, and train other youths. But now, after doing the Art of Living course and meeting Sri Sri, we realized we had chosen the wrong path. We now want to spread love and non-violence in Kashmir.
Gurudev's programs have impacted people involved in armed conflicts across the world, making him a global ambassador of peace.
We gather today in this wonderful occasion of tolerance, blessed by our Master of Love.
Gurudev strongly believes that behind every culprit, there is a victim crying for help. The Art of Living prison program is helping to rehabilitate the prisoners. It has reached out to over 800,000 prisoners globally and has brought immense transformation in their lives.
I used to actually look forward to fights. But now since doing this course, I'm a total different person. I can now walk away from a fight.
The Art of Living's Welcome Home Troops project has transformed lives and brought veterans out of aggression and depression. 94% of these veterans who were suffering from the unseen wounds of war reported peace of mind and reduced stress and anxiety levels. The Art of Living has also been working towards the betterment of the environment. 70 rivers and thousands of water bodies in India have been revived. Conducted more than 100,000 cleanliness drives. Planted over 81 million trees in 36 countries. More than 2.2 million farmers have been trained to adopt natural farming till date. Gurudev found the Sri Sri Rural Development Program Trust to empower rural India. Volunteers have developed thousands of model villages across India, providing solar energy to over 90,000 individuals under Light a Home project. Gurudev's vast global network of volunteers is well known for mobilizing trauma and disaster relief for the affected populations around the world. In a world torn apart by religious, social, national and cultural divides, Gurudev's vision is to see the whole world as one family. The World Culture Festival, the festival brought together over 3.75 million people from 155 countries with spectacular performances on a breathtaking 7-acre stage equivalent to 6 football fields by 36,602 dancers and musicians from around the globe, celebrating the diversity of all faiths and cultures. The Art of Living has hosted historic events leading to multiple Guinness World Records.
If you can have a mind of a scientist and the spiritual force of His Holiness Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Ji gives, then we have a beautiful world and happy world and prosperous world.
And organizing a meeting no politician on earth could ever dream of.
The Art of Living Foundation. For 25 years it worked on programs promoting peace, combating violence and drug addiction, empowering our youth. It has an incredible following that cuts through all religions, cultures, and backgrounds. A very, very difficult thing to do. today's world.
Gurudev has been conferred with numerous awards around the globe, including the highest civilian award of Colombia, Mongolia, Paraguay, and Suriname, the Padma Vibhushan, one of India's highest civilian award, and 25 honorary doctorates globally. His vision for the world is to see a smile on every face and create a stress-free and violence-free society.
The voice of peace, the voice of truth should be heard loud and clear.
How are you all? कुछ ताली तो बजाओ यार. Let's give a big round of applause. We are waiting for this moment, for this day. Gurudev, very warm welcome to you to IIT Delhi. We are waiting for this moment since long. And you may remember in last 2020 we said that Gurudev, you please come physically to our campus. And that moment is here. And we are, with our heart, we are just waiting for this moment. And Gurudev, in the last 3-4 years, almost thousands of students have been benefited by the Sudarshan Kriya, by the meditations. And many of them are here today. So with my wholehearted welcome to all of you also, now I request our Deputy Director, Sir, Professor T.R. Srikrishnan, to welcome Gurudev.
Namaskar. We are honored to have Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji with us this evening. On behalf of the Institute, as well as all of us present here, I welcome Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji to IIT Delhi. Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji is a globally revered spiritual and humanitarian leader who needs no introduction. He has touched the lives of millions of people, especially students and youth, in many universities spanning over many countries, through a myriad of programs and a network of organizations led by him, such as the Art of Living and the International Association for Human Values. Recently, the Harvard Medical School and the Yale University have documented the impact of Sudarshan Kriya, Sri Sri's unique offering to humanity, on the alleviation of depression, reduction of stress, and strengthening of the immune system. Here at IIT Delhi also, many of our faculty, staff, as well as students have benefited immensely from the Sudarshan Kriya. Gurudev ji, we are eagerly waiting to hear from you on how to cope with stress while aspiring to achieve bigger heights.
Now we will light the lamp, and for that I will first request Gurudev to light the lamp, and I will also request Professor Srikrishnan to come here. Professor Ravi Shankar, if you can come. Professor Vijay, if you can also come, then we can light the lamp. Gurudev, now we are eagerly waiting to hear from you. Stage is yours now. And at the very end, we'll maybe having few question answers.
Usually I give a talk and then I finish with a short meditation. Today I'm feeling to do something different. Shall we start with the meditation and then talk? What do you think? We can't go on stereotype, right? IIT always is innovative and changing, right? You love change? Do you all love change here? So we'll do that. I'm going to do that today. First we are going to have a short meditation and then we will discuss. You can shoot the questions and answers will come back to you. But I don't know what I'm going to add. Okay. How many of you think that mind is inside the body? Can you raise your hands? Mind is in the body, right? Inside the body? But you know, mind is all around the body. Body is inside the mind. Is it a surprise for some of you? How many of you are not surprised about it? Not surprised about it, yes. Okay, I'll guide you through simple steps. Now, you don't have to listen to me intently. If you listen to me intently, you are putting effort, there is focus. Just let the instruction come, and if you don't follow some, it's fine, right? Like in your classrooms, if you don't follow certain syllables, it's still okay, get through it, right? So you don't have to follow 100% all that I am saying. Just listen to it and follow only as much as is convenient to you. Is that clear to you, everyone out there? The only one thing is you can't get up in the middle of the meditation and go. You know why? Because you will disturb others' meditation around you. Right? Are we okay with this? Now to begin, let's take our cell phone and put that, this is a ritual we have to do. And press that red button there. Or put your phone in airplane mode. Switch off the phone. Done? Now tell me, how many of you have neck pain and head pain, shoulder pain when you work a lot on the computers here? Can you raise your hands? Oi, 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 oi. Okay, here you have a Ramban for it. I'm going to tell you a simple technique which would help you to get rid of this neck shoulder pain in just 1 minute. You want to know? You want to know the technique? Okay. And this technique you can do through 2-3 times a day and you don't have to swallow tablets. That's for sure. Huh? So now, raise both your palms and stretch your palm as much as you can. Stretch your palms and you should feel the pain in the hand. Are you feeling it? No pain, no gain. Stretch more. Stretch all the fingers wide. You have to stretch the fingers wide. That is most important. When you stretch the fingers, the gap between the fingers should be maximum. And then you feel the pain. Do you feel the pain? Yeah, then you turn it by. Now, let's keep our hands behind your head. And just the thumbs at the TMJ. You know TMJ? Between the two jaws. Thumb and the other 8 fingers in the back of the head. Do you get a good grip? Now move your eyes, left and right, just the eyes. When you move your eyes, you feel something in your fingers? Can you feel something in the fingers? Then you are doing it correct. Can you feel? Everybody? Do you feel the movement? I'm not getting a yes from everyone. Then move your eyes faster. Left, right, left, right. Okay, and then up and down, up and down. Now let's roll our eyes 3 times clockwise. See, your eyes doesn't do a full circle. Somewhere it feels stuck. Do you notice it? That indicates there is a stress guy there. Now 3 times anti-clockwise. And 3 times clockwise again. And 3 times anti-clockwise. And that's it. Shake your hand. Now see. How many of you feel the relief? Raise your hand. This is a simple technique. If you do it, you know, in Bharatanatyam they teach you, the first lesson they teach is movement of the eyes. Yeah? So we need to move our eyes. And roll your eyes 3 times clockwise, 3 times anti-clockwise. Takes less than a minute. And you will feel all this stress gets released. See now, notice. If you still have, you can do once again. Okay? So now let's sit comfortably and easily. And close your eyes. Our spine erect, body relaxed. Relax your shoulders. Now remember the weight of your body. Whatever it is, 60 kilos, 70 kilos, 100 kilos. Just recollect the weight of your body. And remember, when we came into this world, we weighed only 4 kilo or 5 kilos. And also become aware that the seat you are sitting is carrying the weight of your body. Now consciously place your weight on the seat, on the chair you are sitting. Our body has billions and trillions of cells. There is enormous energy in each cell of our body. Let us honor our own body. Let's take our attention to our feet. Then scan your whole body with your attention. Take your attention to your calf muscle, knees, thighs, hip. Relax all the cells therein. Now become aware of your thorax region, abdomen, stomach, liver, pancreas, the whole region, the back. And let's take our attention to our chest, thorax region, shoulders, relax your shoulders, your forearms, palms. Now let's relax our face and head, neck, face and head. Let's keep a big smile on our face. When you smile, all the muscles in your face gets relaxation. Relax your head. Relax your whole body. Your body is the most precious gift that you have had. Let us honor our own body. Let's come to the second dimension. The body has value only when there is breath in it. Let's take a deep breath in and breathe out. Observe your breath. From the first moment we came into this planet to the last moment, we will be breathing, and we are breathing. Let's pay more attention to our breath. Breathe in, hold the breath, and let go. Incoming breath energizes the body, while outgoing breath brings relaxation. Become aware of this phenomenon that's happening all the time. Become conscious of the breath energizing every cell of your body. Simultaneously be aware of the body and the breath. Movement of the breath is happening all the time, day and night. Let's be conscious of the breath. Let's move to the third dimension, the mind. Our body is like the wick of a candle. Mind is like the glow. शरीर बाती जैसा है तो मन ज्योत जैसा है. Become aware of the air all around you. And so the mind also all around you. Let's become aware of the space in this auditorium. Just be conscious of the walls on all the four sides and also the ceiling. Let's take another deep breath in and breathe out and relax. Never mind the sounds around you. A baby crying, someone coughing. It's okay. Just accept the noises. Let's breathe in once again with a smile. And let go and relax. Whatever thoughts are coming in the mind, just let them come. Good thoughts, bad thoughts. They come and go, they hover around like clouds. Let them come. Just relax more and more. As the body relaxes, the mind expands, and vice versa. As you become aware of larger space, your body finds deeper relaxation. Any stiffness or tension or tightness anywhere in the body or mind, just let go and let be. Any discomfort in the body, let it be there. Will not meddle with it this moment. Just let it be. Whatever sensations you have this moment, just let them be. Let's bear with it for a few minutes. Let's bear it for a few minutes. Relax more. Let's become aware of the vast space beyond this building. In another 20, 30, 40 years, our body will merge into the soil or become ashes. But you, as energy, spirit, will stay. Relax more. This moment, there is nothing to do and nothing to know either. इस वक्त ना ही कुछ जानना है ना कुछ करने को है, केवल विश्राम. Just relax more and more and more. Let's take your attention to the top of the head. And become aware of a central string. Just imagine a string, a silver string from the center of your body all the way to the ceiling. From the base of the spine to the ceiling. A tiny, thin string. And let's put a little attention there. And let go. Let go all your efforts. It's nothing to do and nothing to know either. Just relax. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. मुस्कुराते मुस्कुराते गहरी सांस लीजिए. Take a deep breath in with a big smile. And breathe out with a smile. As you smile, the cells of your body expand, relaxing. Allow the smile to percolate through your brain and back of the head. Just think that your smile is percolating to the back of the head, as though the back of the head is also smiling. And bring your attention to your neck and throat. And bring down the smile to your shoulders. Shoulders are smiling, relaxing. And allow the smile to percolate through the whole body, slowly and gradually. Your back and chest, abdomen, legs, the whole body is smiling. And slowly and gradually, you may open your eyes. Acha laga? Did you all enjoy? Guess how long it was? Huh? 20 minutes आपने ध्यान किया. How many of you didn't feel the time? 20 minutes go by. कितने लोगों को बहुत लंबा लगा? बहुत लंबा लगा. You know, बहुत restlessness है. आपका पेट ठीक है क्या? When you have constipation or your system is little out of balance, meditation does not happen. So, पानी नहीं पिया हो ढंग से या पेट में digestion में कुछ दिक्कत हो, your gut has a lot to do with your head. So, you must take care. You should do some cleansing. When you do cleansing, a meditation can become deeper. When it goes deeper, you don't feel the time at all. You know? Feel in a few minutes just fly by. Okay. Now I am ready. One of the parent can take the child outside so that the other can listen to me. बच्चे को ले जाओ. It's too early for them to listen to a talk. Like they teach, kids teach you more than you try to teach them. Yeah, okay. So you have some questions? We'll go on the questions. You know, you're all spending a lot of time on the computer, right? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? When you are looking at the screen for a long time, you don't blink your eyes. If you have noticed that?
Sure.
How many of you know about the blinking of the eyes? How important it is? You know, how many of you don't know what importance blinking of eyes are there for you? How many of you don't know? Some are not raising hands for both. What is the matter?
Gurudev.
You know,
So we have a question list that they will read at the end, and I think all students are waiting to hear on inner peace and outer dynamism, how to maintain.
Yeah, I'm coming to that. I know. Inner peace and outer dynamism, yeah. You know, when we blink, my style is I always ask questions and or ask you to ask questions. Our ancient people have said the first sign of intelligence is not to talk unless a question is asked. So when you blink your eyes, you are activating that part of the brain which is responsible for creativity. So if you're staring at the screen for a long time and you don't blink, and then you find that particular part of your brain is getting less and less activated. Normal life में हम किसी से बात करेंगे तो ऐसा करके कभी नहीं बात करते. When you are dealing with, interacting with people or with machines, our natural tendency is to blink our eyes. So when you don't blink at all, then you are bringing down your own creativity, your own dynamism goes down. शरीर जकड़ जाता है. First sign, shoulders जकड़ जाते हैं. You know, the shoulders become stiff, and then head gets to become stiffer. Then your creativity goes down. So time and again, these are useful tips for you. Don't you think so? Up there, student? Though you can't avoid watching the screen, you do it, but take a few minutes, a few seconds in between, and then do blink your eyes. Maybe you can look at your neighbors and then just start blinking them. It's, we say when you don't know answer, oh, he's blinking. We say, no, you ask someone a question, they don't know answer, they're blinking. It's a natural phenomenon in our system. You blink so that that particular creative aspect of your brain start functioning, and then you get the answer. When you don't know, you blink so that you can tap into that aspect of your physiology. Our human physiology is a fantastic instrument. Whoever has engineered your body is to be saluted. This body is a terrific gift to us. So we need to know how to use it and how to make it better. Now, usually people say if you are peaceful, that means you can be laid back, you can be complacent, you will not be dynamic. That's the topic we're coming to, right? On the other hand, do you think restlessness is dynamism? Stress is dynamism? If stress is dynamism, Afghanistan should have been the most dynamic country in the world. Lebanon should have been the most creative part of the world. My dear, it's not. Peace doesn't mean complacent. Dynamism does not mean restlessness and being a workaholic. You know, a workaholic achieves less than someone who has a conscious effort, who balances the life-work balance. Someone just asked me about the work-life balance. You know, the professors, just now when I had a meeting with them. This is very important. That is, listen to your body. Listen to your body. It shows work-life balance where you need. See? Just restlessness or just working and working and working does not bring you achievement. Smart working is what brings you achievement. What do you think? And you're all smart people here. The cream of our society is here. Now you have to have the work-life balance. You have to find how your spirit is alive. आपके भीतर की जो life है, that should shine through. Not, you cannot be someone like a robot with just information in it. Do you want to be a robot or a dynamic living human being? If you want to be a dynamic living human being, then you need to have stability, inner peace. That is very necessary. मन जब प्रसन्न होता है, आप बहुत कुछ काम कर सकते हो. मन जब शांत होता है, इतनी ऊर्जा बढ़ती है. मन में यदि बेचैनी है, when you have restlessness in the mind, you will feel tired and your dynamism goes way down. Isn't it your experience? You have fallen in love with somebody and then they move away, then you have your heart is broken. Then do you notice how your energy is so low? Could you be dynamic at that time when you have a breakup? I have no experience of it, by the way. But I've only observed people having that. Oh, अरे छोटी छोटी बातों के लिए हम अपने जान गंवा के बैठते हैं. In the Indian Institute of Science, last year sometime, they removed all the ceiling fan from all the rooms. Have you heard about that? क्यों? 6 लड़कों ने आत्महत्या लटका लिया अपने आप को. 6 students, Indian Institute of Science. So the faculty thought, well, let's remove all the fans, ceiling fans. Ceiling fan नहीं है तो बाहर पेड़ में तो लटका सकते हैं. रस्सी ले जाके रातों रात पेड़ में लटका लेंगे. That is not the solution. हमें अपने बारे में जानना. We need to know about our spirit. We are made up of both body and mind. Our body needs amino acid, carbohydrate, proteins, minerals, all these things. So our spirit, our mind needs what? Peace. Mind is what? It's energy, and the energy is made up of peace, joy, love, beauty, commitment, and all these qualities. Resilience. ये सब है. We have almost zero education about our spirit. That is where Art of Living comes into play. We say we have 7 layers to our existence. Body, understand your body well. Then breath. We seldom have any lesson about the breath, neither in school nor in college. Every pattern of your breath indicates a specific emotion that you are going through. Your breath is also linked to your stress level. It also is linked to your energy level. It is linked to your creativity. It is linked to your intuitive ability. Breath. We learn zero about breath. So learning a little bit about breath. And then the third thing about our mind. You say, never mind. But you don't know what the mind is. We have never been taught. We need to know a little bit about our mind. How our mind functions. It vacillates between past and future. If 10 compliments are given to you, one insult, how your mind holds on to that one insult. 10 years of friendship and 1 month of conflict balances it out. Isn't it? So, yes, there are some, but children are not like that. You need to see what we are gifted with as a child. कुदरत से हमको क्या मिला है? बच्चे कैसे अभी इस moment में they are unhappy, next moment they start smiling. But for us to smile back after we had a very bad day may take weeks or months even. So we know very little about mind or nothing about the mind. And then memory, our ego, learning a little bit about all this. And then something that transcends ego, the very basis of our existence, ourself. There's something in you that is not changing. A little glimpse of that will keep your energy so high. And that glimpse of that will give you so much inner strength that nobody on earth can take away your smile. And your intuitive ability becomes so strong. जो आप सोचते हो वैसा काम होने लगेगा. This is it. So, inner peace is responsible for outer dynamism. Dynamism is where your actions are purposeful and fetches result. This is what I would call it dynamism. नहीं तो it's a restless exhibition of your ineffectiveness. Huh? Do you see what I'm saying? बेचैनी का एक्सप्रेशन, बेचैन आदमी भी चलता रहता, कुछ ना कुछ करता रहता. वो बेचैनी is not a sign of dynamism. And complacency is not a sign of peace. Does it make sense? अक्सर जो लोग शांत है, often we find people who are very calm, they're not dynamic. अरे भाई चलता है, चलने दो, दुनिया में क्यों हो रहा होने दो. इसलिए डर लगता है. That causes concern. हम ऐसा नहीं हो जाए कभी. I want to be with full passion. I want to be more active. I want to be dynamism. I want to have dynamism. But here, the name of peace, people become so complacent. सब चीजें, अरे जो हो रहा होने दो भाई. इस तरह की attitude रखते हैं. तो हम कहते ये नहीं चाहिए हमें. Art of living is that perfect balance between dynamism and inner tranquility. It's a beautiful combination of being tranquil, being creative at the same time. श्रीमद् भगवत गीता में भगवान कृष्ण भी लिखा है, योगस्थ कुरु कर्माणि. ये नहीं बोला योगस्थ हो के तुम हम हिमालय में बैठ जाओ, नहीं बोला, या सिर्फ काम ही करते रहो, नहीं बोले. योगस्थ कुरु कर्माणि, कर्म करते रहो, ये बोले. Now, I would like all of you today to take a sankalpa, take a pledge that you will, if you pass by someone who has a long face, who looks depressed, just don't pass by them. Just talk to them. Just say few words. Hey, what can I do for you? How are you feeling? You don't look very happy. What can I do for you? If you can just make that small interaction with a person, you would be breaking certain barriers. जब लोग एक अपना छोटे से दायरे पे बंद हो जाते हैं, when people close themselves in a small boundary, that is when they commit suicides. अपने आप को खत्म करने की चेष्टा करते रहे. There is so much compassion, so much humanism in the planet. And we too have, each one of you, don't you have some human values inside of you? Do you all have compassion? Don't you all feel pained when someone is hanging themselves or herself? Himself or her, yeah? वो मगर कुछ करते हैं क्या उसके लिए हम? No. Every 40 seconds one person is committing suicide on the planet. अभी हम बात कर रहे हैं, बात देखो कितने लोग अभी मर गए, कितने लोग, क्यों? अब वो भी क्या है, जो भूखे लोग हैं वो मरते, वो तो बात दूसरी बात है. कौन मरता है? यूनिवर्सिटीज में, कॉलेजेस में, अमेरिका में. हमने ये प्रोग्राम अमेरिका में चालू, 107 यूनिवर्सिटीज our this Sky Art of Living programs are happening. And Harvard, Stanford, MIT, सब जगह. And students are getting credit for doing this program. They get credit. Just last year, 6,600 children, youth from the topmost universities in America, they committed suicide. 400 doctors have committed suicide. Can you imagine? We must all take a pledge. Don't let a sad face pass by you. Hey, bhai, this life is so short. We are living on this planet for a short period of time, 80, 90 years maximum, 100 years bhi जी ले. खुशी से जिए सब लोग. Be happy and spread happiness. Don't you think this is what we all want to do? Huh? What use of your achievement if it doesn't bring happiness to you and people around you? Is it of any use? Tell me. No. So we all must see that our friends, colleagues, everyone, they learn a little bit about their breath and start relaxing, meditate, see life from a bigger context. Then we have a lot of energy, enthusiasm. We'll be able to create a better world around us. Don't you all want to create a better world? Is that not one of your goals being in IIT? Of course, you have a personal goal. One is you want to make good money, make good living. But along with that, you also want to see a better world, don't you? Yeah. Okay, now I'll take your questions. How much time do we have? We have time? Okay.
Pranam Gurudev. What is the need of a teacher in the era of AI, artificial intelligence, like ChatGPT? What is the need of a teacher in the era of AI, artificial intelligence, like ChatGPT?
Like ChatGPT and all. So, why do I have to answer now? Do you need an answer?
How to convince my PhD supervisor that I want to get married? How to convince my PhD supervisor that I want to get married and he just wants me to work?
Well, it is your decision. Your PhD thesis is nothing to do with your own marriage. So just hand him over your invitation card and invite him and see what he says. Yeah.
So life in
Perhaps that could be a big motivation for him to quickly settle you down, you know. He is married, he needs a job, okay, let me approve his thesis. Yeah, secret.
life in an academic institute is very stressful. How do I manage my academics, club activities, and other things while being stress-free and relaxed at the same time?
Oh, that's what I said all this. Now for last half an hour, that's what I've been telling you, right? Don't worry. See, chaos, confusion, and conflict. These 3 C's are in life, right? What's that? Chaos, confusion, conflict. These 3 things can be countered by another 3 C's. You know what are they? Commitment. You have commitment, compassion, and context to life. Know that this is all small thing. Okay, never mind. I'll overcome this. This is very tiny, small thing. But life is much bigger than these small events that happen in life. That context to life should be bigger. Got it? Context to life, commitment to a greater cause, and compassion. Not just to others, to you yourself also. Should be compassionate on you.
Recently, so many IITians have committed suicide. What do you think? Why did they choose this path?
See, I've already answered this. You know why someone commits suicide? The mind shrinks. When the mind shrinks, it's like having a very tight jacket. When you have a very tight kapada, what do you want to do? You want to get out of it, right? आपके भीतर कोई चीज़ है जो expand होता है और contract होती है. There is something in you that expands and contracts. That is what we need to know. By doing pranayama, this something that is contracting will start expanding. Once it expands, you feel normal. And then it expands furthermore, your mind expands more, becomes more elastic, then you are more happy. And if it's very elastic and very supple, you feel so blissful. But if it becomes so hard, so tight, then you just don't want to keep your body, you want to jump out of it. Yeah, pranayam karao, meditation karao, they'll be out of it.
So, Gurudev, I came to know that you will be teaching Vigyan Bhairav in Delhi soon. So, what will I be learning if I join?
That will be a surprise. You'll learn many small techniques, very useful things, and how all those things connected to your day-to-day life. Those things you will, and it just uplifts your whole spirit consciousness to another level, I tell you.
You have played a crucial role in conflict resolution like that in Colombia. How did you manage to resolve these conflicts, running for so many years?
Yeah. It's a long story. Everything is possible. You know, when there is clarity in mind, purity in heart, and sincerity in action, anything is possible. More than 1,000 Naxalites have laid down their arm and joined the mainstream here in Jharkhand and Bihar. And Kashmir also, many people who were on that road of terrorism, they came around. Northeast, Manipur, many places. We don't do too much of publicity of all that because our workers on the ground level have to be safe also. So, but this work is being done with the very committed volunteers everywhere. By that for, see Ayodhya in our own country. We met 1,200 imams. I myself personally met throughout the country. 8 months we were talking to them, And whatever came out as our, mediation settlement, the same thing came out as judgment. So they've agreed to take 5 acres outside the temple complex. That was given to them, and this land was free, and it all came as a judgment. I'm not a law student, but when Chief Justice asked me to be part of this, I said, I don't know anything about it. I can only talk to people and make them have some sense on these things and resolve conflict. This I can do from outside. He said, no, Gurudev, you have to be there. Then he showed me, Gurudev, there are 18 boxes here, big trunks. Even if I put all our judges for 2 years, it will take just to study them all. So if you can talk to the 25 parties and then bring them on just specific points, later on it will be a big help. We'll be able to do something further. So then, of course, the mediation committee, we went and sat with them in Faridabad. For almost 8 months, we spoke to them morning 9 o'clock to evening 8 o'clock. We had the program, talking to them. And then you see, when the judgment came, there was no noise, nothing. Everything went on very smooth. Isn't it?
In continuation to the earlier question, on a lighter note, can I use the same techniques to resolve conflicts between me and my mother-in-law?
Oh, yes. See, listen. Haven't you been bashed by your own mother? I don't think there is one person here who has not been scolded by the mother, including me. My mother used to scold me also. Isn't it? You must. If you're not, you tell your mother to do something so that she scolds you. It's good. Mother, see, when you fight with your mother, you don't mind. You just move on. It doesn't even stick to your head. But just 1/10 of what your mother says, if your mother-in-law says, you just blow up. Come on, she is of the same age as your mother. You can't have double standards here. Got it? Drop your double standards. You can deal with your mother-in-law very well.
So, how should one deal with emotional eating? How should one deal with emotional eating?
Emotional?
Emotional eating.
Eating. You mean bulimia? नहीं, आप थोड़ा सांस लेना शुरू करो अच्छे से. Start doing meditation. You will see all these psychosomatic problems, issues will simply vanish.
As a scientist, what would be the essence of spirituality we need to imbibe in our life?
Do you know the Nobel Prize in Physics went to 3 scientists last year? You know what did they say? The world is not real. Your experiences are not. The world is not real. This is what they found out. What, isn't it? Do you know about it or not? World is not real. This is just a mirage. What you see is not what it is, how it is. And this is what we have been telling from centuries. Isn't it? Brahma Satyam Jagad Mithya. Jivo Brahmaiva Napara. Right?
So,
See, let us see. Science and spirituality are not in conflict with each other. I want to make this point very clear to you all. Like in chemistry, in classical chemistry, you have periodic table. Everything is different, right? But in quantum physics, it's all just energy. Quantum physics does not acknowledge classical chemistry. Right? Simple man, for a simple person to understand, say, this is all wood. The ceiling is wood, the balcony is wood, stage is wood, chair is wood, everything is wood. This is, everything is wood. This is quantum physics. On the classical Dvaita philosophy, this is Advaita philosophy. Dvaita is, the chair cannot be table, table cannot be floor, floor cannot be ceiling, ceiling cannot be the podium. No, this is also right, and that is also right, correct? Physics is also correct, and chemistry is also correct. And this is what? The Vyavaharik Satya and Adhyatmik Satya. So, our spirituality in this country have always said Tattva Bodha. Understand the principle of nature. What are they? Earth element, fire, earth, water, air, fire, ether. So when I was in CERN Institute in Switzerland, I gave a talk to all the scientists there. They asked me, the ancient people, Greeks knew, and the Egyptians know only 4 elements. Earth, water, fire, and air. That's all. But there is a 5th element, space. I said, wait. We always had Panchabhuta. We had 5 elements. India had recognized the 5th element millenniums ago. Space as an element which is separate from air. Haven't we? And they were shocked. Really, is it? And I said, yes, there are 3 types of space. One is Chittakasha, Chidakasha, and Bhutakasha. The outer space you see, and then the space where there are thoughts and emotions hover, the space of the mind, and then Chidakasha, the space of just consciousness. And they were blown away by this. They say, yeah, we have never heard about this. So there is a lot of things that we can offer to the world. Like there is a sukta in Rigveda which says, in the beginning, the darkness was covered by the darkness. Doesn't it, for Pandits and people who studied Sanskrit, they didn't know anything. But a scientist could see, oh, it's a dark matter and dark space is what they're talking about. Na sadasi, no sadasi, tadani. Then that dark matter and dark space envelops everything from where the creation has come, into which it can dissolve any time.
What is more important, the art of living or the science of living?
You tell me what is more important, your head or your heart? Your brain or your heart? Which one you would like to keep? My dear, you have to have both. If you ask me, when I'm watching a television screen, should I hear or should I see first or hear first? What do I say? You have to do it together. Science of living is art of living. Art is what? Appreciating what is. That's art, right? And science is what? Knowing what is. What this is science. Who am I? spirituality, and they are same. The subjective and objective aspect of what is. Finished? You have one more? Too much knowledge can cause indigestion.
How to stop the FOMO? That is the fear of missing out.
I know. I tell you, I've already missed out on a lot. You've already missed out on a lot. And if you don't know who you are missing out everything. It's better you start meditating every day, twice a day, 20 minutes. You will see the FOMO will be out of the window. Okay? That will invoke your intuitive ability. No regrets can come in your life if you are serious meditator. Done? By the way, do you all know the names, English names of the months are all in Sanskrit? How many of you don't know this? Raise your hand. How many of you know this, right? Okay. Ambar means what? Huh? Sky, right? Dashambar means what? December. 10th sky. November means what? 9th sky. September means what? 7th sky. October, Ashtambar means what? 8th sky. So the names of months are all in Sanskrit. February, you know what is February? Falgun. And March में नया साल शुरू होता था. आज भी ईरान में, इराक में, अफगानिस्तान में, you know when they celebrate New Year? When we celebrate here, Chaitra में, New Year celebrate करते, तभी वो लोग भी celebrate करते. Till 500 years ago, the whole world was celebrating New Year in March. March is when the spring comes. Newness comes in the whole creation. You see? Winter is over. Spring comes up. Spring is newness, right? That's when the sun and moon enters the first point of Aries. But 500 years ago, one of the king of England, he decided to celebrate New Year in January. But people didn't agree. They kept celebrating end of March and 1st of April. Just to humiliate them, he declared April 1st as a Fool's Day. Do you know April 1st is a Fool's Day? उसका origin नहीं पता था ना? कितने लोगों को नहीं पता था? हाथ उठाइए. देखिए, Fool's Day ऐसा शुरू हुआ ताकि ये celebrate ना करें end of March to April. उनको humiliate करो करके उन्होंने Fool's Day declare किया. हम लोग भी जो है, we are not claiming our heritage. Zero was given to the world by us. Names of the month in English are all in Sanskrit. Similarly, if you look into the words in English, they're all Sanskrit words. Heart, hriday, naak, nasika, nose, nasika bana. Hand, hasta, hand ban gaya. You look at 70% of English language is all Sanskrit. We didn't know this, right? How many of you didn't know this? Yeah. Even technology, Institute of Technology, ये कहाँ का word है? संस्कृत है. Tech word is Sanskrit. Tech one, tantra. Tantric, tantra माने technique. So that's it for now.
Thank you so much, Gurudev. Now I request Professor Ravi Shankar to present the vote of thanks.
Namaskar, Gurudev. I feel honored and privileged to get the opportunity to propose a vote of thanks on this very, very special occasion. I would like to thank Gurudev, Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji, for blessing us with his divine presence here. In 105 US universities, Sudarshan Kriya has been made as a credit course for the benefit of students. In IIT Delhi also, around 500 students have been benefited in the pandemic time by Sudarshan Kriya. We are really thankful to you, Gurudev, for giving this knowledge, this special thing to all of us, and we are really very, very benefited. I also thank the Institute Director, sir, for supporting all throughout. We also thank Professor Sri Krishna ji for his support. I am also very thankful to all program organizing committees members, both faculty and students. Words are not enough to thank their constant effort to shape this program. Gurudev, we are very thankful for deep answers to all questions that you have given with a lot of humor. Your speech and deep meditation that we did together has made the atmosphere full of energy. We wish to have your blessings in coming days also, and we wish to invite you again in the campus in the near future. With this, I sincerely thank you, Gurudev, for giving us time for this program. Thank you very much, Gurudev. Let's give a big hand. And now, we request you to present a memento to Gurudev as a token of love, appreciation, affection from IIT Delhi.
Kindly be seated. We'll be sharing a QR code feedback form. So it will just take 2 minutes. You could just fill it. Okay, thank you. You can also share your experience on the way out. You'll have people asking you. So thank you.